Hello beloveds, it's Crystal and Priya. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about my dreadlocks. I've been slowly forming dreadlocks for a while, but most of them have come up in the last couple months. And I really wasn't planning on making any kind of statement by having them, but I have received quite a bit of comments and some positive and some negative, so I thought I'd make a quick video addressing why I have dreadlocks. And I want to point out that this is just my experience and the reason why I have them, but everyone else has their own reasons. I really think that we need to be more careful with jumping to assumptions about other people, because I've had a lot of people jumping to assumptions about why I have dreadlocks, asking me if I find it disrespectful to certain religious groups, when they don't know my religion or much about me. It seems to be a lot easier to jump to an assumption about someone rather than going and doing the research yourself or simply asking them. To begin, I want to point out that dreadlocks do not belong to a certain religion, culture, or race. They've been around for a really long time, and it seems at this point in time they are highly recognized as being related to the Rastafari culture, but they actually existed long before, with ancient civilizations such as ancient Greece, ancient India, and the Vikings. It's recorded as early as 2500 BC that the Hindu god Shiva had dreadlocks, and some say this is the first record of this hairstyle. And that goes on to why I personally have dreadlocks, and it's just half my head now. Eventually, I'll probably have full hair. For now, this is good enough for the reason that I wanted them. Many of you who follow my channel probably already know that I follow a Hindu practice, and the deity that I most resonate with and worship is Shiva. I have had some very deep awakenings in my meditations and strong oneness with Shiva, which in Kashmir Shaivism, which I also follow, is considered to be the highest energy. In Tantra, we're focusing on taking the Shakti energy, this is the divine feminine, and raising it up to meet Shiva, higher consciousness. And while it's definitely not necessary or expected to have dreadlocks if you are following this belief system, I chose to, as a personal reminder, to stay within my divinity and constantly be reminded of the divine feminine and masculine within me. It is said in a lot of spiritual practices that your energy exits from your head. So many believe that dreadlocks capture this energy, and because Shiva is relatable to the higher chakras, this is another way for me to be reminded of his energy. And when I say his, I mean the divine masculine. Why this is so important to me, as some of you may be wondering, is because for a lot of my life I really concentrated on the feminine parts of me, and I still do, as it's a big part of what I teach. But it's a reminder to not ignore the masculine, because that is just as important. And it wasn't until I found the masculine within me that I became whole and healed a lot in my life. And I do have another personal reason. For many years I struggled with the way that I looked. For over a decade I wore extensions, and I still do sometimes, but I had them in permanently. For a while during my spiritual journey, I felt that they were the one thing still attaching me to this material world that I was lost in for so long. Actually, the first time I did psychedelics, I cut my extensions out. And I know it sounds a little bit crazy, but in my mind at the time, and if you've studied psychedelics, one of the first things that happens is your ego is dissolved. And without my ego, I just decided, why do I have these in my hair? And I took them out. I got them back a few months later, but after that I kept feeling like I really needed to get rid of them. And recently I decided that I was ready to, and that I really need to let go of that part of my life. And it might sound a bit silly, but it was very symbolic for me, and honestly a powerful moment. So I am getting attacked by mosquitoes out here. I'm just going to make this a quick video. I hope that answers your questions. A lot of you guys also asked my maintenance, etc. And honestly, since I got them, I haven't even looked up maintenance, which is probably bad. So if you have any suggestions, please comment below. And also if you have any other questions about this that I didn't address, please just comment below and I'll do my best to answer. And please just keep in mind to be more gentle on the internet. Before judging others, try to ask yourself what you think their intention is. Are they trying to insult another race by what they're doing? Or could it be for personal reasons? I think we're capable of making the internet a lot more friendly place. I hope you all have a beautiful day. Sat Nam.